Hi, guys. Trust and pray that you're all doing well. This past 2 weeks at Pursuit, we've been talking about unsung women in the Bible, and today's message has something to do with that, but it's a bit different. The past 2 days, I've been praying really hard, and when I say praying hard, I don't mean I've been closing my eyes, scrunching, and repeating scriptures. I mean, I've been spending some time with God, actually trying my best to listen to what He has to say, because this matters. In the past few months, I've prayed hard, but nothing compares to what I've done the past 2 days. When my family had COVID, I prayed for their well being. When the unrest happened, I prayed that my sister and father would be safe when they returned to work. And yet, these past 2 days, it's been troubling me so much that I needed to speak to God and ask Him to give me a message that I can give you. Something that would actually make a difference in your life, something that could help you in this circumstance. When we talk about unsung women in the Bible, yes, there are some women who aren't mentioned by name. Yes, there are some women who have small roles, yet they've had a big impact. And some of you are going through a season where you feel unsung. And while I was trying to prepare for this message, something completely different came to me. And in Luke 24, from verse 13 to 33, I think, you find two people walking towards Emmaus. And Jesus walks alongside him. And while that's happening, they ask Jesus whether he's unaware of his own death. They ask him if he's unaware of the same things that's happened, whether he even knows who he is, because they couldn't recognize him. And Jesus walks with them for 7 miles. And they stop after 7 miles. And when they do stop, they ask Jesus to stay with them. And when he does, their eyes finally open up to who he is. And the reason I'm bringing this up, some of us are going through situations where we can't understand what's going on. Some of us are going through the motions and we feel like no one sees my pain, no one sees my hurt, no one sees what I'm doing day to day. But God sees. God is with you. The two disciples in Luke 24, they walked and God was walking right alongside them. But they didn't see him for who he is. They didn't see him for the Savior who they thought he was. They just saw him as another person. I don't know your situation. You don't know mine. But I know all of us are going through something right now. We're in the third wave, the number of cases rising exponentially, the amount of people dying each day. It's heartbreaking, it's sad. But God still sees us through all of this. He's still with us. People have lost their jobs. People are not sure where they're going. Everything is strained. With the situation with churches, we don't know where our hope is coming from. We look around and all we see is negativity. But God is still with us in these moments. It's up to us to invite Him into our problems. And yeah, it sounds like one of those wishy-washy things. Just trust God. Just have faith. Just trust the process. Pray hard. It will happen. It's not like that. Because while they were walking with him, he was teaching them, he was showing them the way, he was explaining things to them. And while we're walking through the season, God is talking to us, he's explaining to us, he's making us better. He's not leaving us or abandoning us. The moment we decide, God, stay with us in this problem, show us your way, that's the moment that he reveals himself to us and he reveals his glory. Right now, I'm just so grateful that God has brought me to the point where I am, that I can actually speak to you. He's brought me to the point that we can have these kinds of conversations, if you can call it that. And the only reason that's possible is because he was with me before and he's still with me now. And part of me is a bit afraid that I won't be able to do more than he's already done. But he is able. He is able to do it in your situation, in your circumstance. It may feel like no one else sees you, but he sees you. He knows your pain, he knows your hurt, and he's working and walking with you. I just pray that as you go through this week, you remember that God is with you. You can talk to him about anything. You can tell him your problem. And yes, you may not see the solution today. You may not see it tomorrow. But you will see it because he is in it. We here at the Pursuit team love you. We just encourage you, please take care, and God bless you.